Hello.
And welcome to Film
Bastards. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Welcome, people, to episode 620 of Film Bastards. I am one of your co-hosts, Mark, and as ever, I am joined by
Becky. Hello, everybody.
and
Ian. Hello, guys.
and what have we got? We've got one review. It's weird having one review.
Yeah.
I got a bit worried when I was putting out that, thinking, have I forgotten a whole fucking film? But yeah, we've got one review. It's of Scream 7, the 7th Scream film. Yes. So we've got one review of that. I've watched some things. Becky's played some things. Ian's watched some TV. So yeah, we're gonna have a show for you. We're gonna have a show that's gonna be going on. We've also got a few trailers, I think, and other bits. Yeah, let's fucking go. There's a bit I keep trying to remember. I can't remember, so I'm just going to talk until I remember it. That's it. We are a Pod Syndicate podcast. Go listen to our other friends' shows. Chinstroke versus Punter, if they ever bother putting out another bloody show. Mike. The Rewatch Project. And Tim Lamfield, other shows out there. But yes, finish listening to us first. Ramping fucking straight through. Ian, have you watched any trailers that weren't for documentaries?
Yeah. I don't think Scary Movie's a documentary.
No. I saw a thing, before we get into the trailer of this, Becky refused to watch it, which she did the right thing. I saw a thing where whichever Wayans brother it is that is in charge of this, said, we've gone for the less is more approach with this one. And I thought, hang on a minute, I've watched the trailer for that, and there couldn't be more in it. Like, there couldn't be any more in it at all. Even if you fucking cast Demi Moore and AI of Dudley Moore, you would not have any more in it. Ian, this is the 6th Scary Movie, and for some reason I think I've seen the previous 5. What did you think to this?
Anna Faris does not need to do this.
Nope.
Regina Hall
Yeah.
does not need to. And sorry, the reason why I said that, I cannot get it straight in my head which lady's Regina Hall and which one's Regina King. I constantly get it the wrong way round. They don't have to do this. Why are they doing this? And I'm assuming it's because they like the Wayans brothers. Because this just... And I mean, like, Marlon Wayans has been out there saying, like, he's trying to cancel culture. Dude's apparently a very loving father to a trans kid.
Yeah.
And then you've got this trailer. Feels pretty opportunistic. It feels like the kind of stuff we can probably expect out of the good folks from Paramount going forward. Awful bloody trailer. Will probably make a fair chunk of money. But hey, I laughed my arse off at Scary Movie when it first came out. It was the first 18 I went to the cinema to see. I was allowed in to see. And so I don't know. Maybe it's just immature, but literally right now it feels like we're regressing.
Yeah. It doesn't just look immature, it looks quite mean. And
Yes.
I don't remember the first Scary Movie, or even the second one, necessarily being mean. I remember them being immature and quite silly, and a little bit playing almost on the naivety of horrors. So the fact that you've got a girl who doesn't really know what's going on and all that, and that. But they never felt. I remember watching the one that had Charlie Sheen. It had Charlie Sheen and Lindsay Lohan, I think, in like a Paranormal Activity-esque way. I seem to remember. But this one just does look like it's just got a real like nasty twinge to it. And I'm not sure. Like you say, there's a little bit of opportunistic. I think is the right word for it there. In the sense of horror movies are doing quite well at the moment and have been for about the past 10 years now. And this almost feels like what you're going to do is you're going to pop that bubble by having everyone now kind of going back to the idea of they're just something to poke fun at.
That's my thing with the scary movies. I think I've seen the first one. I don't remember it. I must have scrubbed it from my memory, but you tell me I have. But I've not seen any of the other ones. I can't support a franchise that takes the piss out of a genre that I love. If it was like normal kind of parody movies where it's kind of like a tongue-in-cheek kind of loving ribbing, fine. It actively takes the piss out of horror movies, and I can't support that. I think they're a bit pathetic and, like you say, nasty.
Well, no, that was saying is the first couple weren't nasty, whereas this just looks quite nasty, and it just looks a little bit like it might be. You're gonna watch it and go, you're just trying to be edgy, and that's a bit. Also, as well, there's an element of. There's some like horror things in there where you look at it going, well, that's going to play okay to horror fans, but I'm not sure whether or not the wider spectrum is going to get that reference.
Yeah, my only thing is it's just like comedy's not working at the cinema at the moment, and
No.
If this was to do well, maybe like Deadpool and Wolverine, the wrong lessons would be learned. But I don't know. I mean, at least it would be like maybe there are signs of life for people having a communal experience watching a comedy on the big screen. But my God, am I fucking clutching at straws there?
Yeah, because I mean, Naked Gun did I think better than they kind of expected a little bit. But then you're looking at like, well, it's another spoof, isn't it? So yeah, there is that. What else have we got?
Teaser for In a Violent Nature 2.
Yeah, which looks like what they did is they took the only thing that made the first one interesting and have dropped it.
Yeah, it looks like it's just shot like a normal film now.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Which kind of makes you go, what's the point then?
Yeah, we don't need the mythology behind that guy.
Yeah.
Or anything like that, you know? It kind of feels like maybe it's going to do that. Yeah, it's an odd one. It's an odd one.
Yeah, I don't quite get it. Don't quite get that.
One that I think I will get, Mike and Nick and Alice.
Yeah.
Right, I mean that... Just James Marsden and Vince Vaughn fucking dicking about with each other for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes please. I'll take that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. You look at it and go on then.
Just, again, state of comedy. Mad that it's a Hulu original. But then again, maybe it's not mad because Vince Vaughn and James Marsden maybe aren't exactly marquee names.
No.
At the moment. Like, they're what names that people recognise, and I think this will do well on Hulu / Disney Plus. It's a pretty fun plot, I think.
The thing is, what I think with sort of movies like this is they can almost go, do you know what? We can justify it spending 40 million on this for Hulu. But if we spend 40 million for it and then put it at the cinema and have to do publicity behind it, if it only makes 30 million, then its reputation's tainted. Whereas we can get it to be the number one movie for 2 weeks on streaming. And we get to have that.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. And there's almost this. And then, you know, you will end up getting something where somebody will go, do you know what? Fuck it. Let's just put it out in cinemas and see if it makes some money.
Yeah. In terms of non-documentaries, I think that's all I've got.
What else? Have we got anything else? Faces of Death.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry, this as well. This is directed by someone who I think it might be interesting. I'm trying to remember.
It's also the film might be okay, but it's a really badly made trailer.
Fair.
It just looks. You watch it going, I am getting nothing but a bunch of not even images, so the imagery looks good. This just feels like it's a bunch of things that are in the film.
It's the guy who wrote and directed Cam, and also How to Blow Up a Pipeline.
Oh, fair enough.
It's a weird zag, isn't it?
Yeah, that is a little bit, isn't it?
Oh fucking hell! Charlie XCX is in this as well.
Charlie XCX is in a lot at the moment.
I mean, it's kind of an interesting cast as well. Like Barbie Ferreira, Dacre Montgomery, Jermaine Fowler, Charlie XCX. Like that's not nothing, right? So, premise: a woman who moderates a YouTube-like platform responsible for filtering out any content that's offensive or violent comes across a group on the website that appears to be reenacting murders from the original film. As misinformation spreads widely online, she must determine whether the killings are real or staged. I mean, It would be weird if it just turned out they were staged.
Yeah. I mean, quite fun though. Thing is, it doesn't it doesn't look bad. It's just a bad trailer.
Fucking hell! It's shot 3 years ago.
Oh, that maybe it is bad.
They wrapped photography, apart from some pickups, in May 2023, and then they did some pickup shots in March 2024.
Either that's been in right hell or it's shit.
Yeah, that doesn't bode well at all, does it? But I mean, like I say, it's an interesting cast. It's an interesting writer and director. I mean, it's produced by Legendary Pictures.
Yeah.
It's mad seeing their logo in the trailer.
Well, the original band for ages.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The Christophers, the new Steven Soderbergh movie.
Oh, I didn't watch this trailer. How is it?
Well,
Right.
well, what happens? It 10 seconds into it is James Corden turns up, and you hate yourself.
All right, cool.
I'm baffled Steven Soderbergh directs this, but it also kind of makes sense. Yeah. It looks... I mean, do you know what the story is? That it's... Ian McKellen plays a famous painter, and his two children hire a forger, hire an artist to forge his unfinished works so that they can sell them. But he's still alive. It just
looks shit.
Okay.
It doesn't look good, does it?
No.
It looks very. It looks very much like it will play very, very well to the you get free tea and a biscuit brigade. But it's directed by Steven Soderbergh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Real weird. Real freaking weird. Yeah. Written by the guy who wrote Now You See Me Too, Bill and Ted Face the Music, and Rapturepalooza.
How fucking weird.
Yeah, I don't get it. There must be something going on in this that isn't in the trailer.
Yeah.
What else have we got? Yeah, and then it's the Lawn trailer, which I have no interest in watching a bunch of people blow smoke up Lorne Michaels' arse for 2 hours.
Why the fuck is this getting a theatrical release? What?
I mean, it'll be something to do with the new series of fucking SNL starting in the US and the fact that they're doing a UK version of SNL that will last one series.
Oh, that thing's going to be like 6 episodes and done.
Yeah. Yeah. And everyone will just go, what was that about?
I don't get it. And also, like, if you're going to do a documentary about Lorne Michaels, maybe do it in the 50th year of SNL, which was last season.
Yeah. Don't wait till now. And also, it's telling that it's very much endorsed by him, and it's I believe his production company that's making it, because there isn't one single one of those talking heads of any of the people that go, he's kind of a dick.
But I mean, they'll say that, but in a jokey way. And
Yeah.
it'll be like, oh yeah, but I don't really mean it, and then but he can't say, but I do.
Yeah.
It. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I like SNL. Sorry, like I find it funny quite a lot of the time, and I am interested in Lorne Michaels. I'd rather watch this than rewatch Saturday Night. How's that?
I'd probably rather rewatch Saturday Night than watch.
Okay.
I have no real affinity for Saturday Night Live. I've enjoyed bits of it. I haven't watched enough of it to make a comment on whether or not it's percentage-wise it's good or not. It's produced some very, very good comedians have come through it, and if it's a proving ground for those guys, then I think actually it's probably more of a force for good than it is bad. In fact, no, it is more of a force for good than it is bad. So I think there's a little bit of a fashionable kind of thing going around at the moment to be a bit sniffy about it, and then you look back at it and go, well, Dan Aykroyd, Chevy Chase, Steve Martin, Eddie Murphy, Will Ferrell, Andy Samberg, Mike Myers, Ed Helms, fucking Tina Fey. There's loads that I've missed out there. But so I think we can all go, actually, do you know what? It's probably a pretty fucking good thing. I think going on about the producer of it and kind of tickling his balls and saying how mystical he is and what is it, it's a bit like, so?
Yeah, no, totally. I'm interested because I like SNL. You're not interested because you're not big on SNL, and all he's known for is SNL and producing SNL spin-off films. That is it.
Yeah. I mean, a better one would be just a documentary about the spin-off movies, why some worked and some didn't.
That that would be fun. But look, it's not going to be worse than Being Eddie.
Probably not. Do you know what might be though? Mark and Spy Sophia.
I just didn't bother. Come on.
You don't need to. I didn't realise when I looked at what is it, I was like, I recognise that guy, but why do I recognise him? And then I put it on, I was like, it's Mark Jacobs.
Mark Jacobs?
Yeah,
it is Mark Jacobs. Yeah.
And then I was like, Aunt Sophia Coppola, of course, and she's directing it because none of her films make money anymore. Right.
I'll be honest, I left halfway through this trailer to go and marinate some chicken, so that's how much I enjoyed it.
It just...
Yeah, there you go.
My issue is, it's just... At least people in the art world know that they're phonies, whereas people in the fashion world don't seem to know they're phonies. Even if you tell them to their face, you're a phony, right? They'll be like, oh, we appreciate the art and the wonder of it, and it's like, I literally have just told you, oh, you're so wrapped up in yourself that you can't hear other people say things. And it's going to be that. It looks... I don't know, genuinely, I can see who, the documentary Lorne is for. I don't see who the documentary Mark by Sophia is for.
No.
At all. Apart from people who are studying fashion that think they should watch it, but even they don't really want to watch it.
No.
I think that might be it. Do we do a check?
I will just say very quickly, Vincent Cassel has been cast in the next season of The White Lotus, and I'm thinking maybe I'm back.
Vincent Cassel. Vincent.
Yeah.
Oh, my brain replaced that with somebody else then, and I was like, what?
Yeah, I think I want to watch Vincent Cassel in a White Lotus.
I genuinely thought you said Vincent Gallo for a second, and I was about to go. I thought to go, that's a bad idea. That's a really bad idea. Vincent. It depends on where it is. I'm intrigued about the last season of The White Lotus.
France.
I'm not bothered.
It's just like the last season was just almost like a parody of The White Lotus. Like, it was just fucking miserable. But then also every now and then you get a bit of like spicy sex stuff that it felt like Mike White was like writing it for people to discuss it and meme it, and not actually because he wanted to tell a story.
Yeah,
which is probably right.
Probably, yeah.
But yeah, like, so I was very, very out. I'll watch the first one of the new season and take it from there. But yeah, yeah.
Is the last one the one with that weird girl off of Sex Education in it?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, she's she's with Wally Goggs.
With?
Because, yeah.
And what is it?
There's got to be quite a significant age difference there, no?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You're hosting, Mark.
I am indeed, yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that for a second there. Right, let's review a fucking movie. Let's review a whole fucking movie of film. Let's also get up the IMDb for the movie we're doing so I can read what that says it's about. So we're going to talk Scream 7, which is written and directed by Kevin Williamson, which is, didn't think we were going to say that after Scream 6, did we? And stars Neve Campbell. Who else have we got? Isabel May. Jasmine Saver Brown, Mason Gooding, Anne Camp, David Arquette. McKenna Grace is there. Matthew Lillard's there. Joe McHale's there. The artist formerly known as Courtney Cox's face is there. And what's happening when a new Ghostface killer emerges in the town where Sidney Prescott has built a new life? Her darkest fears are realised as her daughter becomes the next target. I actually thought they were in Woodsboro.
No.
I did. I didn't think that they weren't.
It's referenced.
What?
It's referenced
Is it
numerous times.
What, Woodsboro?
That he's followed her to her new place of living.
I just thought it was up the road.
Fuck's sake.
It looks well similar.
You're a simpleton.
Go on then. Ian, what did you think to Scream of the Sevens?
It's the worst one. Well done, Kevin Williamson. Good job. And like, for me, by a bit of a distance as well. It has a couple of interesting ideas and a couple of surprises. I was fucking stunned that McKenna Grace was killed off as early as she was. Because, like, it feels like she's a bit of a name. And maybe that was the point. Because I was just thinking, well, if McKenna Grace is in this, she's probably the killer. And then that completely wrong-footed me. So there is that. It's very talky. If you didn't have that opening bit, you'd be going a while before anything really happened. And there's not that many suspense sequences in it. It just kind of feels like a lot of people get like killed off in quite a short period of time. And it's I know they call it out in the film, like, oh, well, is it real or is it not? But the whole Matthew Lillard stuff is so obviously not real right from the very first time he's on screen, that there's no jeopardy in that. And then you're just thinking, well, who could it be? Who could it be? And then the reveal of the killers, when the guy took his mask off, my initial reaction was, who the fuck is that?
Well, I'll be honest with that. I was like, right, it's clearly him. He's clearly involved in it somewhere, because I was like, I don't think that Ethan Embry turns up to just play just an orderly who shows them somewhere.
Yeah, that's the thing. I know the name, but I'm pretty face blind with Ethan Embry. I am. and then just the Anna Camp and the whole why she did it. There's maybe kind of an interesting idea there about like Sydney putting herself out there as like a figurehead for vulnerable women, and then she disappears, and then those vulnerable women are kind of left to it. There is something there, but
I spent my entire time
non-fucking sensical.
I spent the entire time, once I realised it was her, trying to work out who she was in a different Scream movie, and thinking, why am I forgetting who she is? Shit. I feel like who is she? And then realised that she was no one.
Yeah. Really, really badly paced. I mean, the fucking thing's nearly 2 hours long, for God's sake. And there's zero scares. Zero. But there's a couple of decent kills. You know, McKenna Grace gets her fucking innards all outed.
Yeah.
That was pretty impressive. But yeah, I thought it was shit.
Bex.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly disagree with that, and I know obviously it's controversial for reasons, but I would just like to thank Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega for bowing out of this one and letting us have a proper Scream sequel. The killers never make sense. Their reasoning is stupid all the time.
But at least they do have some kind of connection to it.
But they have a connection to, like, she's seen Sidney Prescott as this like shining light figure. She's clearly been a bit tapped anyway. She's seen Sidney Prescott as this like this person to emulate, and then watched her just not be that inspiring in real life. After she's moved closer to be near this like person that she idolises, meets her in real life, and she's just like a person trying to fucking run a coffee shop. And she evidently just snaps. I mean, she's snapped previously. She's not coming from a stable place.
Can I also...
Otherwise, she wouldn't have been in the hospital in the first place.
Can I also point out, she's running it badly. For a start off, she turns up like fucking, mid-morning, conveniently after the rush. And then when that kid, who is clearly obsessed with her through, like, goes up to the counter, she doesn't even charge him. So, like, she's running it badly.
Okay. The killer stuff is a bit like, really? I would have liked for it to have been more interesting than that. But yeah, the rest of it I really enjoyed. There's some good kills. The McKenna Grace one notably. The bit that we both laughed at, where her and her daughter both just shoot the fuck out of that woman's face.
And it falls off.
That's excellent.
That was alright, actually. Yeah.
There was just silence in the cinema, and we just both burst out laughing.
Me and you just started laughing.
And then other people laughed as well, and it was like... just excellent.
One guy literally said, as we were laughing quite heartily, one guy went, fair enough, and just started laughing.
Yeah.
It's good.
Glad Joel McHale didn't die. Didn't really want her husband to die. But yeah, no, it felt like a proper Scream movie, whereas I don't think the other requel ones have. The other requel ones have felt like they think they're a bit sniffy about the original run of Scream movies, and they think they're better than them. And you know what, honey, you're not.
None of them's better than Scream 3, are they?
I like Scream 5 and I like Scream 6. I do. And I think Jack Quaid and Mikey Madison are really, really fucking good killers in Scream 5. Like, I think, like, Jack Quaid does the toxic masculinity thing really well, and then Mikey Madison is just cracked, and I enjoy that.
And I think that's probably the division there, isn't it? If you enjoy the requels, you're probably not going to like this one. If you don't necessarily, then you're probably going to prefer this one because it feels like the old ones.
I just like I've got to say, I mean, like Mason Gooding and Jasmine Savoy Brown, them being in it, and like Jasmine Savoy Brown suddenly just being like, I want to be the new Gail Weathers. That felt like they were signed on, and there was just something in their contracts where Kevin Williamson had to write them in.
Probably,
like, it's weird that they're in this, and then they don't mention the Carpenter sisters at all.
No.
Like, that is odd. It feels like this weird vestigial kind of thing that's just been left from the previous two. I will say as well, this film is very rude to Scream 6 on a lot of occasions. And again, Bex, you don't like Scream 6, so I'm sure you're alright with that.
I quite like Scream 6.
Like, that's the thing. I was just like, don't be rude to Scream 6 when you're being this. Like, that you know, but that was my opinion on it. Yeah, and yeah, okay. No, I mean, fair enough.
I think I'm in the middle of you two, in the sense that I do agree that this feels more like a sequel to the Scream movies, but then again, the other ones are recalls; they're not sequels. So I didn't like Scream. Scream. I didn't like Scream 5, but I did quite like Scream 6. And the thing is, I think the killers in this are crap. I think there's some decent kills, but I think that everything else, the stalks are very, very similar. You could literally lift any of the stalk and kills from this, and basically they're the same. It's very. They were the most boring bits of the movie for me, but I didn't hate it, and I didn't not get on with it. I actually kind of enjoyed my time. It's too long by a long, long way, and the unfortunate bit is the more interesting idea is that Stu was alive, but they basically shoot that down really early on in a bit of a sniffy way of, if this were a sequel, this would be the more interesting bit that he was alive, which is basically them going, so he's not. You're basically saying he's not then.
I would have liked it if it had turned out that it was.
It'd been better, because
that would have been a better killer.
Yeah. The thing is, a lot of it hinges on, whether or not, and it's the same for any horror movies, whether or not you are on the side of the main protagonist, or whether or not you're hoping they die. And normally, with the Scream movies, I am hoping that Sidney Prescott dies.
Yeah, you really hate Sidney normally, don't you?
Yeah, whereas I was alright with her for the most part here. I was okay with her. I thought the girl who played her daughter was good.
Yeah.
She was good, actually.
Yeah, she's got a very much you're going to, at some point, I'm going to see you on a letterbox thing, tell me Winter's Bone is one of your favourite movies, and that Jennifer Lawrence is your hero, and that's fine. Because she's got very much that energy, and I don't mean that in a negative way, I mean that in a very positive way. But there is
apparently she's Billy Bob Thornton and Ali Larter's daughter in Landman.
Yes, I did read that. Just that.
She's in Yellowstone as well, isn't she?
Yeah. But she's
proper Taylor Sheridan universe. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
But I thought she was really good, and I think that helped it, because her just being fucking sniffy towards her mum, you kind of got that. It was played well. Again, I think Mason Gooding is a very, very enigmatic screen presence. So I liked him in it. I still maintain from Scream 5 and Scream 6 that she's an annoying as fuck character, and not in a good way.
They tone her down a lot in this, though. She's a lot less
They should
annoying
tone
in
her
this
down
one.
by having her be killed. It's funny watching the different variants every few years of Joel McHale's new hair. That's always quite fun. Lillard's having a fucking good laugh with it, because that isn't a deep fake of Matthew Lillard. That's Matthew Lillard. So we do get that.
Yeah, and I think that's why I'm not so mad about the fact that it doesn't actually turn out to be him, because you have enough of him.
Yeah.
Even though he's deep faked, you have enough Matthew Lillard screen
It's still
time.
very, Matthew Lillard-y.
So I think that's why I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
I was all right with the Matthew. I was all right with the Matthew Lillard one, but it's like when they go to the house, then suddenly there's like really fucking complex production that's been made where you got Scott Foley and David Arquette and whatnot in it as well.
Which you don't need.
No, you really, really don't need that.
And I looked at it and thought, oh my god, why is the David Arquette one like they dug him up to do it?
Oh, leave him alone.
No. No. He looks like they've gone, David, just film this in your living room and send us it. And he did it after like a bender.
I mean, could be.
It wouldn't surprise you, would it? Yeah, it's like I mean, even having Laurie Metcalf in it was a bit weird, but like the Scott Foley one, I was like, you're somebody from one of the movies. I mean, I get the feeling that somebody rang up Emma Robertson and she just went, no.
Emma
Roberts, sorry, yeah. I just went, no. I went, oh, well, give me a shit. I don't care. No, I'm busy. What are you doing?
I think
Anything but
she
this?
probably did a Gwyneth Paltrow and was just like, I wasn't in a Scream.
Yeah. And then one day, she'll around at a friend's house, watch a Scream movie and go, wait a minute. I was in a Scream film.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah,
I love how you both like Emma Roberts is too good for this when like her
I'm not saying Emma Roberts is too good for it. I'm saying that she was the one who said, nah, I'm alright, mate.
I'm not saying Emma Roberts is too good for it. I'm just saying that Emma Roberts feels like the kind of person who would forget she was in a Scream film.
Oh, that's fair, yeah.
Which is fair. Which is probably more accurate.
Too busy making real classy Ryan Murphy stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
With Kim Kardashian.
Oh God, is she in that?
What?
American Horror Story.
What's
Oh,
it
yeah.
called? That lawyer one.
Oh no, she's not in that one.
Oh, no.
She's an American Horror Story.
she's an American
Which you
Horror
do that in
Story.
a snidey way, but loads of people you like her in American Horror Story, and you watch it.
I love American Horror Story up until a certain point, and I will not watch the one that's got fucking Kim Kardashian in it out of principle. No.
Fair enough. And if that's what your principles stop, then fair enough.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, the killers are shit.
Yeah.
They're really, 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 really shit.
It's not
The
not
way
the
that
best
one
thought out
got
killer.
orderly guy.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bex, go on.
No, I was just agreeing, yeah. It's not the best thought out killer.
Like, the orderly guy is like, oh, he used to be a security officer at Google, and that's like how he can do all the deep fakes. Like, it's a one-line thing to explain that, and it's just like, no, absolutely not. Also, speaking of no, absolutely not, right? The fake out with the boyfriend where he's just got his open MacBook in the car, and it's like him like trying to do the deep fake thing.
Do you know what?
No.
Do you know what would have been better there?
No.
Right. I'd like to be sat next to Kevin Williamson and go, you know, you could have had him say, "That's not my laptop," and that would have been better. And I get the Kevin Williamson when you said that would go, shit, I could have done that. Yeah.
Like in what situation is he like in that car working on his MacBook and then just leaving it open?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that is a special kind of rich where you leave your open MacBook on the thing of your car, which is also open, which has the window wound down.
And I love it as well, because like the whole thing is like, oh, he was trying to see if he could do it.
Yeah.
Why? Why?
Just to see if it could be done.
But we know it could be done.
But with a bit, it there is, I have a feeling he would say to her, I'm going to kind of like have a fiddle around and see how easy that would be to do.
Yeah.
Not just like do it like just like on the stealth. That makes you look dodgy.
Yeah, but it couldn't be the boyfriend.
No, because they cast somebody who literally looks like 1997 farted him out.
Not wrong.
It's a real odd one in the sense that I perfectly enjoyed my time enough with it, but I am going Geostorm on this because I do think it's shit, but I did also enjoy it enough that it was fine.
I'm definitely not shit.
That's fine.
Really fucking enjoyed it.
That's fine.
I might just skip 5 and 6 when I do a Scream rewatch.
I'm interested to rewatch 5 because I enjoyed 6.
Yeah, it's because you like that Mikey Madison thing, don't you?
Which was in 5, so that
Oh, well, which
torpedoes
one's 6
yourself
then?
a little bit there,
Which
didn't you?
one's 6 then?
6, the one after it.
Yeah, the one, in New York.
The New York one, yeah.
Yeah. Screamface takes Manhattan.
They're just forgettable.
I mean, that's the thing. It's like 5 and 6 may as well not exist now because we're never actually going to see kind of like how that all would have wrapped up. Which again, it just again in my mind is like Mason Gooding and Jasmine Savoy Brown being in this one just makes it feel like, oh, you know, if you cut them out, literally, you could just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. You could. But
it's
you
just
now you can't.
contractual obligation, obviously, isn't it?
It must have been. There's no reason Kevin Williamson would have written them in otherwise.
No.
But then you could like you get the feeling like they've gone that you've got to come back and gone. No, they've gone. We won't kill you.
I mean, we're going to stab you again. You'll be stabbed more times than any person has ever been stabbed, and yet do not die.
I do like his. Like, we need to go back there. I don't feel like getting stabbed tonight.
Yeah. I mean, they did call it out, which is something. But
again, I with him, I'm looking forward to seeing him in more stuff.
have you seen Heart Eyes?
Yeah, I liked him in that.
Because he was good in that as well.
Yeah. He's going to be. He's coming up in a comedy film that stars Kevin Hart. Great.
Gross.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
I thought he was cancelled.
Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
He's too short to be cancelled. He keeps just going over him.
Dipping under.
No, I don't mean to dip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He just walks under.
cancelled.
Like, the thing.
Yeah. People just go, oh, we've cancelled Kevin Hart, and you turn and go, fucking hell, he's there. How would you get in? He goes, I don't know.
Was that your Kevin?
I thought it was a pretty good Kevin Hart.
That's actually not a bad Kevin Hart. I was just thinking that.
Geostorm.
Definitely not shit.
Fair.
Shit. There you go. Glad you enjoyed it, Bex.
Oh, I really did, yeah. Because, like, normally when you look forward to something too much, it's shit, and you're really disappointed, and I was really glad it wasn't.
Yeah. Right, I'm hosting that. Yeah, Ian, what have you been watching?
All right. Got a couple of things, and then a bigger thing. So I will just say it's my annual Drive to Survive rundown. So once I start talking about that, if people skip ahead, I won't be offended. Bex, if you mentally skip ahead, I won't be offended.
She's got the bathroom.
There you go. Right, she's mentally skipping ahead. Alright, well, I'll tell you what, I'll start with Drive to Survive while Bex has gone to the bathroom then. So, it's season 8, amazingly. So, they always bring these out the Friday before the new season starts, the week before. And, you know, last season I was, like, kind of complaining about the way that they're just kind of inventing stuff for dramatic license. And there's not so much of that in this season because this last season had more eventful stuff happen in it than the season before. The season before, it was basically just Max Verstappen dominating from start to finish. McLaren won the constructors, and there was some good stuff there, but that was kind of it. And also, what didn't help the last season was Lewis Hamilton's leaving Mercedes was a big part of it, and Lewis Hamilton refuses to be interviewed for Drive to Survive, so they couldn't really build anything around that either. So this last season, it is a mixed bag. But only kind of goes into the negative really for me for one reason, and that's its depiction of Christian Horner. So Christian Horner, Ginger Spice's husband, or Jerry Halliwell's husband, I should be more respectful.
Now you're not up to
you know, but so he got himself into some sexting trouble, and partway through the season, apparently completely disconnected to the fact that people were leaving Red Bull and basically citing all the shit going on with him as the reasons for it and whatnot. He was let go, he was removed from the F1 part of Red Bull and is now negotiated leaving Red Bull with tens of millions of pounds. The episode that covers his firing, he basically seems to try to rewrite history where it was the performances this season, and also I think maybe this guy Helmut Marko, who was an advisor to Red Bull, he might have been involved in it as well, and that was about it.
So is there any mention at all of the fact that it was a pretty big story that he got caught sexting?
No, not in this season. That's the thing. And I feel like that's basically, in the end of the day, apparently an independent QC looked into it and exonerated him of any wrongdoing when it comes to harassment at work and things like that. But not necessarily the fact that he did all that stuff. He did send all these messages, and he was having the back and forth. The thing that he's essentially been cleared of was that he was harassing the person.
Yes.
But he was still sending stuff. That's probably pretty clear.
I mean, yeah, because it's not often that wealthy white men don't get cleared of things.
Yeah, no, exactly. So, look, it's him basically saying, oh yeah, it was the performances on track and all that. And, it wasn't. If this other stuff didn't happen, he had more than enough credit in the bank with Red Bull to ride out one bad season. He did. And then he obviously allowed Netflix good access to him, and he is a story, and he uses that to his advantage, through Drive to Survive, as other team principals do. Most notably, McLaren's Zach Brown, who is fucking embarrassing in this show. Some of the. Oh God, he's hosting a dinner for McLaren sponsors at one point. And he's standing up making a speech, and then everybody sits down and tucks in, and then he's just the king sits down last, and then says that out loud to people, and then sits down. It's just fucking bellend. But back to Christian Horner, there is then footage of him at home with Jerry Halliwell with him, and he's watching a Grand Prix. And there's this sad music in the background, and he's just I wish I was still there, and blah, 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 blah. And dude has got paid tens of millions of pounds to fuck off, and he will be back in the F1 paddock once he's allowed to, probably halfway through the season. It's already open, what team he's going to buy a stake in. Because this is the thing, he didn't have a stake in Red Bull.
Did he buy Arrow or something like
So Alpine.
Alpine, that's it.
The team that like Ryan Reynolds and Michael B. Jordan and whatnot have like invested in. He's probably going to buy their share of Alpine.
Right.
Him and his people, and then he'll be the team principal, CEO, and he'll be unfireable, essentially.
So Red Bull are going to give him
that-
a payout that he's then going to use to buy a team.
Yeah, he's already got the payout. He's not allowed to do anything in F1, I think, until April.
Jesus Christ. I wonder how many people are going to send pictures of their dicks to people now to try and get ahead in work.
Yeah, and well, yeah, absolutely. Or yeah. So that episode left a really, really bad taste in the mouth, to be honest, because if all you did was watch Drive to Survive, you'd think Christian Horner got shafted. And nah. No. But there's some good stuff in here as well. The second episode of the season is a really, really interesting piece contrasting two teams. So Alpine, who don't have a team principal, but they have an executive advisor to the chairman who's called Flavio Briatore, who 20 years ago essentially told one of his drivers to crash to for in a strategic decision, and was basically blacklisted out of F1. Was told you'll never be able to be a team principal again and all this kind of stuff. Completely blacklisted. So he's not a team principal. He's the executive advisor to the chairman in a team that doesn't have a team principal. But he's not the team principal.
So a little bit like when solicitors get disbarred and then they're brought on as advisors.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And so his management style is incredible in terms of he will literally, in front of other people, say, "You cost us millions of dollars today. You wrecked our car. You wasted so much time. Why am I putting up with your bullshit?" To a driver that he's just put in the car after sacking another driver off 5 races into the season. Purely because the new driver's Argentinian and he's got sponsors, like, in Argentina. Absolute piece of shit, this guy. And then you've got the team principal for Sauber, Jonathan Wheatley, who is an absolute sweetheart. Like, knows his stuff, takes his work incredibly seriously, but also is just like, I kind of feel like if you just get people on side and believing in the mission, that they can do great things. And it's contrasting the two teams. Alpine came last season, and the Argentinian driver scored 0 points. Sauber were like 6th or 7th. And one of their drivers, Nico Hulkenberg, who has raced over 200 Grand Prix races and never had a podium before, managed to get 3rd at the British Grand Prix. So it's this really nice half hour of, if you're a dickhead managing a team, this is what happens. If you actually treat people with some compassion, this is what can happen. And it's just a nice, like, half hour, which, like, and it's all, like, none of it's really embellished either. It's all real. So that was good. But I'll finish up. The rest of the season, it's kind of like the usual Drive to Survive stuff. You've got episodes focusing on the championship and episodes focusing on a team or a rivalry within a team. All the same kind of access. Like, really, really good in-race footage. Like I say, I think it's definitely better than Season 7. There's only that one episode that really clanged for me. And the next season should be pretty spectacular because there's a lot of change happening in F1 this season, and we're entering the opening weekend with a team unable to complete a race because the engine is bouncing around so much that they're worried the drivers will get permanent nerve damage holding the steering wheels. Which is incredible.
That's quite funny.
And the thing is, like, their team principal, their designer, Adrian Newey, who has designed every championship winning car, what is it? Every single car he's designed has won a world championship, right? They brought him in over from Red Bull last year, and now their engine with Honda is so incompatible with his design that they can't stop it from vibrating. It's brilliant. And that's going to be a story in Drive to Survive next season. So there you go. Good. Right. Next. Bex, are you seeing Hoppers at some point?
I will probably see it at some point, but I won't be going to the cinema to see it. I don't think.
Okay. All right. No worries. So, Lots and I went to see Hoppers, the new Pixar film, which is basically, they say it in the film itself, it's basically Avatar, but it's a girl going into the kind of the body of a robot beaver to try and save the lake that her and her grandmother used to visit, so that it doesn't get a freeway built over it. It's very, very good. It is very, very funny. It is incredibly goofy. There is something that happens in it where Lots and I'll just say, birds pull something out of the sea. And for anybody who has seen it, and like as it was happening, Lots and I kind of looked at each other and were just like, "Are they gonna?" And it was just like, "Yeah, they are," and it was fucking brilliant and just very funny. Yeah, very, very, very sweet. It's got such a good heart to it. It's really, just a really, really nice plot there. But it's just also just really, really fucking goofy. It does feel like Pixar, like, not being as classy as they kind of usually are, but that's okay, because it's silly, and that's absolutely fine by me. Also, Lots is absolutely adamant that it shouldn't be a U, it should be a PG, and it would probably freak out, like, the younger kids who'd go see it in moments, and I'd probably go with that, actually, so there's that. Okay. Rewatched Gone Girl. And watched most of it on a train on Tuesday.
It's fair.
Yep. The thing about Gone Girl is the first hour or so, it's like, oh, Ben Affleck's good and Carrie Coon's good, but it's not, I suppose maybe there's something not quite clicking for me. And then the Rosamund Pike stuff kicks in, and it's just like, okay, yeah, this is better. And then the last half hour is fucking batshit, and just so fucking twisted and dark.
Yeah.
And the whole Affleck's actually kind of into it angle is like just like Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, yeah. We've talked about Gone Girl a lot on the show, so I'll leave it there. But it's great, and just the fucking score as well. Like when Neil Patrick Harris gets his throat slit, and the score's just going like, whoom, whoom, you know, it's just like, whoa, it's something. And I'll finish off before handing over with Tarot. I watched Tarot. Because it was on Netflix and it was 85 minutes long. Just absolute skin job cast, except for Jacob Batalon, who's playing a character so annoying that I swear they had to do reshoots where they constantly call out how annoying he is within the film. Like, they're constantly telling him to shut up. And it feels like that was actually a note from a test screening. But he's like such an integral part of the scenes that they couldn't just cut him out. You know, not scary in the slightest. The main girl in it, just the most generic, and you know, the cast, the most generic cast of just waiting for you to die people. and yeah, just real shitty, real forgettable stuff. Yeah, I don't know. It's about a cursed pack of tarot cards, for fuck's sake. I don't know what I was expecting, but yeah, there we are. And I'll hand over by saying I played Resident Evil Requiem for 7 hours straight the other day and then nuked my save from Orbit. Becky has completed Resident Evil Requiem. Maybe I'll hand over to Bex.
Bex.
Yeah, so I've watched nothing on my own this week because I've spent all my free time playing Resident Evil Requiem. It's just fucking mint. It's like a salve for the soul. If you like the Resident Evil games, I'm gonna keep this as spoiler free as possible because obviously it is a very new game and games take time. Not everyone just plays them till 4 a.m, so some people are sensible. It's just fucking mint. It's got so many Easter eggy bits in it for people that have played the other games. It's got bits from, like, it's got the antique coin shit in it from Biohazard, and it's got typewriters, and it's got laptops, and all these kind of like things that you can save on that are from like different games. There's different mechanisms. It's got locations that you've played in before, like RPD, that are the way that you left them, apart from that they've been nuked. But like safes are still open that you opened in Resident Evil 2, and the dude with the jaw hanging off, he's still there with his jaw missing. It's got like, there's this really cool bit where, because obviously these are all based around companies that are making bioweapons, so it's not spoilery to say that obviously they sell these things to people, and there is like, in this one there's like sales catalogues that you can access giving the price and the features of the various bioweapons. It's excellent. The lickers are back with their big like floppy tongues. There's a really fucking cool bit that like, if I could go into detail, like there's some really cool shit in there, but I don't want to go into any detail. But yeah, just genuinely anyone that likes survival horror in general, but more specifically the Resident Evil games, it's just a fucking riot. It's ace. It's, you know, obviously with these games you've got, with a lot of them, you've got it split between playing 2 characters. Not so much the more recent ones, but in 2 you've got Claire and Leon. In 3 you've got Valentine. What's she fucking called?
Jill.
Liz. No, it's not Liz Valentine, is it? What the fuck is she called? Jill. Yeah, Jill.
Yeah, I would literally have just said
Jill
it.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, Jill Sandwich.
He did. I just tend to ignore him. Jill and Carlos, and like in this you play as Grace and Leon, and both elements are great. There's been quite a lot made of the fact that the Grace sections are first person and the Leon sections are third person. You can change that if you hate it. It is weird switching between the 2 different views when you switch character. I mentioned on our group chat that when you play as Leon, it's like riding a horse because he walks very bouncy. If you do change that into first person, the bounciness goes away. But then you just change back because it's funny and you get to look at Leon's ass, so that's always fun. Yeah, it's just genuinely fucking mint, and I can't wait to restart it again. I don't think there's any sort of New Game Plus content, so it'll just be playing the same game again, but I'm fine with that. I played Silent Hill 2 through 5 or 6 times, and there's nothing different in a replay of that either.
Fair.
Oh no, there can be. You can get different endings.
I thought there was different endings with this guy.
There's the good ending and the bad ending.
Is that all there is? Only
Yeah.
2 endings?
Yeah.
Is it Silent Hill that's got like the 8 endings?
Yeah. So I'm in a really good position now that like I finished Silent Hill F, but that has a lot of New Game Plus content to sort of dig through, and I finished Requiem, which doesn't, but is just so much fucking fun that I can replay both of them.
Yeah.
My final completion time was 12 hours and 55.
That's not bad, I think. How long is it supposed to take? Between 12 and 15, isn't it?
I think on might have been How Long to Be. I think it said that someone speed run played it and did it in like 4.5 hours.
Yeah, I bet they're a shit time though.
That's it. It's not.
Yeah, if you knew exactly what you were doing, did the bare minimum and skipped all the cinematics, then yeah, maybe you could do it in 4.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's no fun. I like to play games by like digging into every little fucking corner and finding everything.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm quite happy with my 12 hours and 55. But yeah, just genuinely, legitimately fucking mint.
Nice.
I did like the opening scene where her boss is like, yeah, you know that hotel where your mum was murdered? you need to go there and investigate another murder. Oh, you know, maybe it's time you face your fucking trauma.
Yeah.
Like, I did want her to just, like, turn around to him and say, you're not my fucking therapist. What's... But instead she's just like, okay. Like, she's so fucking, like, timid in like, the opening bits. Like, it's kind of weird.
She's incredibly annoying to start off with, to play as, isn't she? Like, when she's just like, all the time, and it's like, Grace, chill the fuck out, you've got a gun.
Yeah, I mean, she does seem to kind of like get more comfortable in her own skin, and especially with, like, mild spoiler alert, a kid turns up that she has to protect. You know, like what like that seems to flip a switch in her. But yeah, like that opening, because like you say, it's literally she's walking along and you just hear her like going.
Oh, God,
Yeah.
that sounds like it'd just be fucking annoying.
It is annoying.
It kind of is.
I mean, it doesn't last hugely long. She stops doing the pathetic panic breathing as it goes on, but yeah, it's irritating.
Fair. Fair.
But yeah, fucking mint.
Good.
Nice.
If I hadn't finished that by tonight, I think I would probably not be on the recording because I'd probably be playing it.
Should we do what we watched together then?
Can giddy do?
So we rewatched Deadpool and Wolverine, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
Yes.
Why'd you do that?
I don't know actually. Why did we do it?
I think it's because we discussed that one scene where he holds the two bits together.
I don't think we discussed it. I think you talked to me about
we
it.
discussed it on the podcast.
No.
I'm sure we did.
No, it wasn't. We talked about it in the kitchen over there.
It's good, that scene.
We watched Deadpool and Wolverine because Becky wanted to see Hugh Jackman's abs.
Man's ripped. Fair play to him.
It's what we just, like, basically got to the bottom of there.
No. So we discussed that scene and then we were like, oh, actually, we could rewatch that.
I was curious to go back and rewatch it to see how it sat a little bit later on. Going on from it and see if it... I don't know. Just to see where my brain was with it, to be honest. Like, 2 years down the line, nearly.
Nice.
To see if it has, like, any sort of, like, redemption to it.
Right.
And it doesn't, really. It's an odd one in the sense that at points it's quite fun. But it's almost like... The best way I can come up with to describe this movie now is imagine there's a... let's say it's a collection of Funny or Die things put together that have been made over like a 2-year period, and then they've put them together to make a movie. That's what it kind of feels like.
Yeah.
Like, there's individual scenes that on their own are funny and are quite entertaining. The problem is, there's way too many of them, and there's bits in it that the story makes no real sense, and it's the other bit of it is where it becomes a problem is there's too much of, and actually I'm going to reference another film that I watched on my own that has the same problem, is there is too much of Ryan Reynolds in this in comparison to Deadpool the character and Wade Wilson the character and a small amount of Ryan Reynolds the actor, if that makes sense. There's too much of it feels too much of that side of it there.
Yeah. I mean, that agrees with what I was going to say, to be honest. Is like when it's Deadpool and Wolverine and there's other characters to bounce off of and stuff like that, it actually it becomes quite good. But this was, and he seems to have taken a little bit of a step back from in it, which I think was the right thing to do. But this was very much Ryan Reynolds in his humping audience's fucking legs phase.
Yeah.
And just being too... He comes off really fucking desperate. Just, like me, aren't I funny? And it's like, no, mate, you're not actually right now.
Yeah.
Fuck off. Whereas, like, the Wolverine stuff, like, there's some real iconic shit in there. The stuff with the Wolverine costume is great. The stuff with the, like, forgotten characters is great. Like, there is some really good stuff in there.
I will admit that one of my favourite bits in it is Channing Tatum's entire performance.
Bless him.
Yeah.
But then that's quite funny when Deadpool is just like, I just can't understand a fucking word you're saying. Because he's just doing this really thick, like, Creole accent, and it's like, yeah, mate, no, can't really understand much what you're saying, to be fair. But yeah, that whole stuff's great. And I said to you as well, actually, didn't I, when we were watching it, like, because there's the comment of there'll only ever be one blade, and it's a bit like an eyebrow. At the time, it was a bit of an eyebrow raise of, oh, nobody tell him about Mahershala Ali's, and then that's just been completely forgotten about.
Yeah.
So now, yes, there probably will only be one blade for a while.
The only person who knows, who's appreciated the whole blade thing is Mahershala Ali's accountant.
So yeah, I think there's some really good stuff in there, but it's when someone gets a fucking muzzle on Ryan Reynolds, and that doesn't happen as often as it should.
Yeah. It's the issue is the first one's a lot of fun. The second one is fun, but gets the heart across as well. And then this one is just, wait, did you not watch the first two?
I don't know. I did enjoy it. I enjoyed the rewatch of it. I just, like I say, there's enough good in there to make it, like,
it's 30 minutes too long.
It is too long. Yeah.
Yeah.
That fucking ugly dog.
Right. We also watched. So this one was one that kind of like. Unfortunately, it fell foul to the Amazon forget they have movies conundrum. And it's a film called Last Breath. Stars Woody Harrelson and Simu Liu and Finn Cole, and Cliff Curtis is there. That's a fairly decent fucking cast, right? And it's about deep sea divers that repair gas lines in the Northern Sea, and one of them gets stranded. It's based on an actual true story, isn't it? And one of them gets basically stranded and cut off from his airline, and it's like you're watching it. Right, I'm not even going to give too much away. We're all spoilers all the time. It's only from last year. It's based on a true story, but the amount of time that the guy is cut off from oxygen is insane, isn't it, Rebecca?
Yeah.
It is insane. And you're going, well, that must be like up for a Hollywood dramatic effect. And then you find out, nope.
Yeah.
Nope, it's not.
Like, even doctors don't know why he survived.
Yeah. And it is insane, like the amount. What I will also say is, it's a really good movie. Like,
Yeah.
I had a really good time with it.
Yeah, it's good, yeah. I was very much like, this could be really dull. When you suggested it, I was like, I've hovered over it a few times and I have been interested to watch it. So when you suggested it, I was like, do you know what? Fine, but this has the capacity to be really fucking boring.
It's 90 minutes, and if it had been like 10 minutes longer, it'd have been too long and it'd have lost all the air out of it. Pun intended.
The tension.
But nice to build the tension. Helps that Woody Harrelson is very fun to spend time with in general. But yeah, it's out there. It's on Prime. It's 90 minutes long. It's a great weekday watch. Great weeknight watch. In the sense that it goes a little bit heavy on the hallmarkiness at points of it. But literally for like a couple of moments.
Yeah, I don't think it's over the top.
No, it never loses itself. But it gets over the holy shitness of it. But they mixes that with just the absolute starkness of what's going on. It's really clever in the fact that how well it uses like basically just light to tell a story as well, with how dark it is down there. But yeah, I had a really good time with it. Yeah.
Oh, there's a bit in there. I don't want to say too much, but there's a bit where you're like, oh, fucking great. They've got yeah. Fucking responsible.
It's such a long time.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Like, whenever they fucking brag about, oh, did you know Kate Winslet held her breath underwater for 7 minutes? Like, motherfucker, have you seen this guy? He should have been an avatar. And then, as part of my continuing, fuck it, I'm not just going to say that I'd like to watch this on 4K. I'm going to actually start buying these things on 4K so I can watch them.
I mean,
series.
To be fair, out of like the ones that I've requested that we watch, and you've gone, no, I want to buy it on Blu-ray.
4K.
Yeah, 4K. There is one that I would have preferred you to have got.
What's that?
Exorcist fucking 3.
I'm gonna get that, but the problem is, it what is it? It's quite hard to get hold of them up.
Right, that's fine.
I'll
allow it.
So. We rewatched Babylon, didn't we?
We did.
2 seconds.
Yeah, so it's to be fair, it's one that we've kind of wanted to rewatch for quite a while, isn't it? Like, it didn't land.
You didn't like it. I really did.
Yeah, but it didn't land like widely.
People are cunts though, aren't they?
So, and I wanted to give it another chance, and you just wanted to rewatch it, so...
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, so we got it.
Yeah. I was a little bit worried going back to watch it, because I remember really liking it, but feeling like, oh my god, this is really fucking long. This is a really long movie, and it felt long. And then I remember watching it and then just going, you've clanged that ending so badly that's the bit you remember. When there's a perfect ending like 90 seconds earlier. There's a perfect ending where they're at the party, it goes back to the party bit, you've got the fucking great score, and they're doing like the walk along, she's leading the people along, and you've got all of them like that. At that moment, it should have cut. You should have had the big score crescendo still playing over a black screen, and then it should just come up and just said, written and directed by Damien Chazelle. That would have been better. However, what I will say is the ending didn't clang as much. It made more sense to me this time. I got it. In the sense that what we're seeing isn't just a bunch of movies that going, aren't movies great? The idea is these are the movies that advanced movies along, and that everyone said the technology was the next step in technology that everyone said was going to be well, this is the death, this is the death, this is the death of the auteur, and it isn't there. But you've also got all these different steps that run through within the movie. Of it's very much Damien Chazelle doing a bit of a Paul Thomas Anderson thing, but it is also really fucking entertaining at points, and Brad Pitt's very, very good in it. There's some great moments of him just kind of almost acknowledging, like, he never riles against anything. You know, he realises that within the circle that he works within, he was the person who championed sound. We need to do it. It's the future. And then it's kind of hung him up because it's happened at the time where his career was naturally going to start coming down.
Yeah.
And it's not that he's crap in it.
No.
It's just that his time has been.
And I'll be honest, probably going to blame his bad facial hair.
But very of the time, wasn't it? And that his time has been, it's there, but he doesn't kind of rail against it, even when what's the name chews him, not even chew him out really. Who is it?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Jean Smart.
Jean Smart, that's it. Yeah, when she almost tenderly chews him out, and he doesn't do a big fuck you or anything like that. He just walks off and just goes quite. Actually, not in a snarky way, in a very much a sincere way, just says, thank you for that. It's somebody who's just told him it as it is. And it's that. She is fantastic in this.
Which she?
Jean Smart.
She is, yeah.
She's so fucking good in it. And in that scene, it's genuinely. You watch it and going, I wish this had have landed better. And I just wish it had landed better because she'd have won an Academy Award for that. And it would mostly have been around that scene.
That scene, yeah.
Because she's so good in it. It's such a well-delivered scene. And it's one of those things where occasionally you're watching a movie that's a very good movie, and then you're going, right, there's all the whistle bangs of bits, because there are some great whistle bangs within this that go on, that I go, this is fantastic. This is the bit where you're watching it going, but this is just fucking brilliant. This is just captive. This is just somebody talking, but doing it so well that you are just fucking, yeah. It's a wonderful scene of just absolute tenderness, but just somebody just being really good. But then you've got the fucking brilliance of the scene where they're trying to shoot the sound for the first time.
Yeah.
and you've got, what's his name, that's also in Wolf of Wall Street.
PJ Bird.
Yeah, who should be in more stuff. Just more and more losing his shit. And then that guy just falls out the waters and go, he's dead.
That's the thing with Babylon, and for me, the sequence where it's post the extended opening thing, where it's the day of shooting, and it's that whole thing that kind of climaxes with them getting the shot and then the butterflies there.
Yeah.
That whole sequence and the sound sequence are the two best sequences of the entire film, and they're both within the first half of a over 3 hour long film.
That's it. It's almost like that. I get it that the whole idea of it is within it you've got this toxic love story that isn't even really a love story.
No.
Between Manny and Nelly. You've got that within it. But it focuses on that towards the end, and it's almost like, I don't know whether you needed that.
The thing is, by that point, you don't buy it, because she's not cared at all about him throughout the entire movie. He's loved her from afar and then moved on. She's not giving a shit about him for the entire movie, apart from oh my god, we'll both get into this together. But she's never cared about him. And then all of a sudden, I mean, she's just a manipulative cunt. So she wants something from him and goes to him, and then it's essentially kind of prostitution-y in that she's like, oh shit, I need this 85k. I love you.
No, but no, she doesn't say that I love you till after that. He's already got
She
the money.
lets him believe it.
No, she's still been a prick there. She decides to do that. She's like, yeah, I love you. I think basically so that she can get to the point where she can just fucking run off. Because the minute he stops, she goes, get out. She just fucking goes. She's planned that. And there's that. But then you've got the who the fuck wants to see my dad fight a snake with Lucas Haas in the background with the toilet seat just half still round him. It's just, I think it's that moment where I enjoy the mania of that. And that you've got all of that going on, and then it very much is, no, now Hollywood's going into this new thing where it's, we can't do all this shit anymore.
It is very much a film with two halves, and I think, unfortunately, the first half is much better than the second half, and you've got to sit, it's a long film. It's too long. It is just objectively too long. It shouldn't be this ridiculously long. But the fact that the first half is the better half as well, I think hampers it. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it a lot more on rewatch. I do still think it's got a bit of a, we're filmmakers and look how great filmmaking is. We're just better than you because we make films kind of aura to it, and it's specifically that section in the cinema where it goes through all the look at all the cool shit kind of bit, and it's like it's very much going, we are an important film in capital letters at that point, and it feels a bit like, oh fuck off, and it doesn't feel like that for the rest of the film.
No, which is why I still, even though that bit didn't clang as much with this time round, I do still think it should have ended 90 seconds earlier. At the going back to the party where you're going back to the beginning. There, if you're going to go back to that bit, have it stop there. Don't go back to that and then go. It does. I don't get that. Damien Chazelle is a very smart filmmaker and a very has a very good feel for film. And knows a lot about film. To have that clanging of an ending on the end of it just feels a little bit like, I don't get it. That doesn't, you're too smart a filmmaker to not have watched that and gone, no.
And that's what I mean about it. It seems like he's very much bought into the, I am making an important movie.
No, I don't think it is that at the end.
That's what it feels like.
But I don't agree.
Okay.
On that, I don't think it is that. I don't get it. I don't think it's anything.
Silence women, Mark.
I don't think it's anything. Within that, I just don't get why it's there. It doesn't need to be there. You had a perfect ending 90 seconds earlier. What I will say, looks fucking great on 4K.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is a love looking. What is it? And I was watching it going, I thought a lot of it going, fucking Diego Calva's a very good looking man. Like, he's a very good looking man.
I don't think I'd agree with you on
He
that
was in
necessarily,
that
but
and
I think
then
he's very good
nothing.
in it.
He's
Yeah.
coming up in something else soon, I'm sure he is. Like, there's something that I looked at the other day and thought, fair enough, let's fucking go.
Yeah, he's not in much else though, is he?
Oh, it's the new Nicholas Winding Refn film. He's in.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
With Sophie Thatcher, which, yes, of course, Nicholas Winding Refn doing make a return, that is the person that would be in it, yeah. Yeah.
Which one's that?
Her Private Hell.
Fair.
Excuse me.
But yeah, he hasn't been in much else really, has he?
No.
He's in Bird Box Barcelona.
Yep. Again, one that he might not know he was in. But yeah, I still really love Babylon. and I accept the fact that I am in a minority of that. But I'm fine being that minority.
Yeah, no, I enjoy. I'm in the I don't dislike Babylon crowd now, which is, you know, much better than it was previously. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it on rewatch. I just think it could have been trimmed down a little bit.
It's fair. I don't agree, but I think that's a fair assumption there. Do you know what isn't good on a rewatch, and I shouldn't have rewatched, and I feel bad for rewatching it.
Go on.
And I apologise to the world for my rewatching of this movie.
Go on.
Jungle Cruise.
Oh, why would you do that?
I don't know on that one.
You didn't like it on first go?
I didn't, no. But I went back and rewatched it and thought, maybe just going back, right, and rewatching it when I'm not so much in a fuck you, The Rock kind of place. Maybe I'll look at it a little bit different. I didn't.
No.
It's boring. It looks like shit. The Rock basically plays just somebody that's so... The problem is his character becomes so, like, almost infallible that he's just dull. That he's just really dull. And it's also, at the same time, a little bit weird that Emily Blunt is just kind of, like, into him.
I think we also need to just collectively accept that Emily Blunt isn't very good. She's just got a plummy British accent and isn't easy on the eye.
I don't get how she's been in this many films where she's into Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Why, is there more?
Yeah, she's in, like, Smashing Machine, isn't she?
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
She gets smashed by the machine.
Yeah, the only good bit of it is Jesse Plemons, who is the only person who realises he's in a Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah.
And that's it. Everyone else seems to think that they are in, like, Jewel of the Nile or Romance in the Stone. And they're not.
Who is it? Who is it in the first half hour who's, like, really fun and then he just disappears from the film?
Is it Edgar Ramirez?
Older actor. No, older actor.
Oh, who the fuck is that? Yes. Because Jack Whitehall's in there and he's not.
No. Oh, God, it was on the tip of my brain then as well. Fuck.
Paul Giamatti.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. But Giamatti's good in it. Edgar Ramirez is quite fun in it. Jack Whitehall is Jack Whitehall in it, so he's not in any way fun in it. And Jesse Plemons, like I say, is the one who knows he's in a cartoon. But yeah.
It's funny that, isn't it, with Jack Whitehall? It was like the one film he made. It's almost like nobody liked him.
Yeah, and then for some reason we ended up having him presenting the Brit Awards, where still nobody likes him.
Didn't someone, like, call him a knobhead on stage?
Yeah. No, like, when he was doing a bit around one of the tables trying to teach one of was it Rosalinda? Artist who speaks, because she sings in various different languages. So he mockingly said, "We're going to teach you some Mancunian, so can you say sunshine in a Mancunian voice?" And then a guy just leans over and just goes, "Can you say knobhead?"
That's pretty good.
Yeah, he was bad from moment one. In it. The first time I watched the Brit Awards in about, I would say, 2 decades.
Yeah, it was shit.
It wasn't great. It wasn't great, not gonna lie. Still watched it though. I watched another film that I am less disappointed in myself for rewatching. I rewatched the 2015 crime comedy film by Ethan Coen, Get Hard. What?
I remember thinking that was alright.
Yeah, do you know what? It is. It's Kevin Hart and Will Ferrell just kind of riffing off each other, and it more is... Kevin Hart is basically just setting Will Ferrell up to tell a lot of jokes here, and it is a lot of jokes. But Will Ferrell's actually in really good form in it. And wasn't The House around this time as well?
Yeah, it was within the same couple of years.
Yeah, I have a feeling that little period it kind of gets a little bit missed of Will Ferrell. Of being he was actually fucking. There was some fun movies here. The House is a really fucking fun movie, and this again is really quite fucking fun. To be honest, it is better than it has any right to be. It is an emphatic 7 out of 10. It's not fucking 8.5, 9 out of 10 comedy gold. You should go and rewatch it, but it is prime. It's your fucking day off. And you're about to sit down and have lunch, fuck it, stick it on. Kind of fair. 100 minutes long. And yeah, it's just a good time. Actually, I had a really fun time with it. It's fun. It's funny. What?
Nice.
I don't know, I feel really disappointed in you in some way.
Why?
All I know of this movie is the poster. Where he's got the shit braided hair and Kevin Hart's just like behind him mugging. Because that's what Kevin Hart does.
The idea is that he thinks that because Kevin Hart is black that he must be some form of gangbanger. So he's going to teach him how to get hard for when he gets into prison so he can act tough. But Kevin Hart isn't in any way tough whatsoever. And so that's the kind of whole story.
Fair.
Yeah. But yeah, a good time there. Right, questions. I think this might have been our shortest show for quite a while.
For a while.
Quite a while, yeah. We do have a question because I saw it earlier with my eye brain.
Your eye brain?
Yeah, my eyes and it goes to my brain.
What? Your brain's real smooth, did it not just slip off?
What? No, it's got a little trough at the back.
That's pretty good.
Don't swear at me, you smooth brain freak.
Okay, I expect that from the cat, not from you.
That's where I got it from.
Yeah. Dylan asks us, what's the worst of music annoying piece? Right. What's the worst of most annoying? He's put of where it should be or. What's the worst or most annoying piece of music or needle drop in a film? Try everything. Right. Maybe not, because there's been some needle drop clangers out there, but I'm going to say any film that uses Spirit in the Sky at any point during it, or Don't Fear the Reaper. They just literally, no, should be put a moratorium on those songs being used in movies.
It's not a score. It's not a song, but it is a bit of score. The Eric Serra score for GoldenEye, and specifically the sequence towards the start where Bond is driving with like the psychiatrist or whatever it is, where it is just like it just sounds like a bunch of stuff clanging on some sort of electronic device.
I'm going to throw in Paul Oakenfield's score for Swordfish.
Oh, that's an interesting shout.
Which it is just, it's nothing could pinpoint a movie as, this was released in the early noughties, more than that. I will also throw in the John Travolta Punisher movie as well. Where that has an equally, fuck off, score as well.
I don't remember that at all.
It's just, it's such a, it's just really bad.
I don't know really. I don't really pay attention to scores and music. Like if it's something really good, like that really fits like the vibe of the scene in the movie, I'll go, do you know what, fair play.
Yeah.
But if it's something really bad, I tend to just not notice it. I don't know why. It just tends to not really get me. Or I could be like, I don't really fit there, or that's a bit on the nose. But then I don't remember them.
I have a mildly controversial one.
Go on.
So it's a really good movie, right? And I can't remember what song it is, but the movie Warrior, right? When it has the big final fight between Joel Edgerton and Tom Hardy, rather than having a piece of the score playing over the top of it, it has a song playing over the top of it. And it's a great movie, but I do remember it just pulled me out a little bit. And I just felt a little bit like, just have a bit of score works better. But when you're watching it and then it's a song, it didn't quite fit. It just didn't. That was a bit. That didn't work for me. Any more?
Like I say, I can't think of any.
What are we covering next week, guys?
Okay. Oh, it's The Bride.
It is indeed. Becky is very excited.
It's got real mixed reviews, guys. Real mixed.
It's like spectacularly mixed. I'm not gonna. I won't say anything, but I've heard something about the plot, which makes it sound even more fucking batshit. And fair play, man. It sounds like Maggie Gyllenhaal's like taking a real swing.
Yeah.
Is that it? That all that's out?
There's a few things
it's like
that have gone
it's that and Hoppers, because Hoppers only had like weekend previews. So yeah. I don't think there's anything. Oh, I mean, there's this really fucking weird looking Shudder horror film, Dolly.
Oh.
I had a trailer for it in front of something a couple of weeks back, and like mad, yeah, like real throwback shit.
Well,
but
don't
it's
look
only
at that.
playing like once a day here.
You don't look at that. No. Go away. No. Delete. Yeah.
The Bride.
Yeah, you're very much looking forward to
we'll
The Bride.
talk about
Yeah.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah, too right.
Yeah. Right. So, thank you very much, Rebecca.
Thank you very much, Matt.
Thank you very much, Ian.
Thank you very much, and happy F1 season opening weekend to those who celebrate.
And thank you very much, dear listeners. We shall speak to you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.